quicker and can hold thoughts in memory longer than any child without melanin, and to the degree of that active melatonin is to the degree of the potential of that child. That's why the system wants to stomp out and hold back heavy melanin-laden children. They want to take away the right of teaching from the family so that the state can take those children, turn them into either a drone army to be tapped glandularly, or to a fighting army to attack the very forces that can stop them, or again for control. They know and fear the melanin-carrying child now being born. They have not only tabulated the amount of melanin, the frequency of the melatonin and vibration, where it secretes in the body. They have statistics on this, and I state to you, believe it or not, be very careful of your child when you turn it loose in a system that wants to hold back the coming God-man. Children are not a curse or a blessing. They are a reality that you have brought forth based on the vibrations of conception and the teachings in your home. Children, when not guided, when given permission to do any darn thing that they want to, will usually come out with the wrong side, because even though you don't guide them, the school, the radio, the TV, the books, and vibrations of broadcasting under brain control and mind control that are constantly coming across the radio and in these records will take over and do what you are not doing. They will look to you first, but they will look. Understand that most of the tapes that are being made now have subliminal suggestions already inculcated on the triple and quadruple tracking, so that when they buy a record, a compact disc, and that's why they want the disc back again, they're hearing one thing with the conscious mind and another thing with the subconscious mind. They are being controlled. Total Recall is not an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. It is a reality in America today. The Beatles, when they were using it to begin to get control of English-speaking Caucasian children, started that out with their track, and they had underlying in there a subliminal suggestion. And on the cover of the first Beatles manual, what do they call it, album, they had forth there a thing to go and call a long-distance international number. And they counted to see how many people would call from the United States this number to find out how many potential psychics there were here. They had something like 85 calls the first year of the album, 800 calls the second year of the album. But that was nothing. It meant that over here we were pretty much asleep. In many cases, and I'm not saying this about all of the people that record, very few of the rap artists own the A&R or the company that produces their record. All they do is go there and give off the talent as they see it. The A&R man or person, woman, then can subliminally track anything they want underlying the rap record, and the message may be good, but the results will be what the A&R man did, because the subconscious mind works on the faster subtleties and never goes for the obvious. Be very careful to what your child listens to, especially during the formative years. Tomorrow I'll tell you about what you can do while the child is in the womb. To the men, I simply say this: it is not how much time, and although the mother would tell you to spend more time, it is not how much time you spend with that soul or child. It is the quality of that time that you spend with the soul and child. That child is psychic. When that child sleeps, you can do more to it than you can when it's awake, because it has no defense in its sleep. If you're a good parent, it will not even reject you being in the room. New teaching methodologies, which I wish I could share with you in classes, I keep saying that again, can teach you to record your child's own voice and play it back to them when they're asleep, and the soul never rejects its own voice. Sleep learning is faster than the other learning, and nowadays just to keep your child alive in class becomes a priority, not learning. So you must learn at home. You must learn in enclaves. If it is your church enclave, fine. If it is your block club, if it is a family of elders like it used to be, everybody learns by the quality of the time spent, and souls nowadays realize that quality. They do not look for a lot of superfluous time. They look for quality time, and if they don't get it from you, they will get it from someone else. The permissive generation under Caucasian society in the 60s, and again when they began to do the drugs and so, was wanted by the state, sanctioned by the state, and by those people under the different symbols who want the New World Order to come over. To get a New World Order, you must control the young and make the young responsive to whoever is going to run that order. That's why they have the new teaching methodology. The teaching books now teach the child to reject what the family says, to question what the family says, and to come to the teacher for its real rightful answers. And they're putting those books throughout the school system. Under the new House bill under our present president, it will seek to abolish again the, what do you call it again, the I can't think right now, the groups that help now the principals, PTAs, no, it's a different one they call it now. I can't think of what they call it right now, excuse me. But anyway, this will abolish the control of anything and put the power back into the hands of the principals who are appointed by the school superintendents, okay? And it means, again, that it will take the power of you questioning the curriculum, of you questioning the teachers, back away. They will overrule it and take you to court, make a few examples, and everybody else will run and get away from it again. Children now are very psychic. If they are not doing drugs, they will spend time thinking, and then when they don't get the answers, they will fill it up with conversation. They will contact their peers and stay on the phone, but they will give you a time within that day when they will make an overture to you for your teaching, for your guidance. They also are very psychic in is that they can also feel what you think as well as hear what you say. Don't ever forget that. They also are still looking for guidance and love. You may think they are not. At one time they were. If you didn't give it, that's when you begin to lose them. Not false love, not buying of things, but quality love, teaching, helping to awaken them and giving them the real energy that they want. Children are not children. They may have been your parents in another lifetime. Some of you may question that. It is your right to do so. That is the teaching of reincarnation, which once was taught very freely upon this earth. And I can give you references within the Holy Bible that refer to it again. Not in this lecture, though. They may have been your enemy, and because you have something to get straight, they are drawn to you to get it on and get it over with. They may have been your lover and came at this time to protect or help you. That's why you will find some bonding that you can't even understand there. I don't mean sexual molestation. I mean a bonding there that sometimes is frightening, where they seem to almost know what you're thinking. That's why you are their parents. Men understand many of the boys that are now coming to you. Do not come to you for you to knock them around. Do not come for you to just talk about black history. Do not come for you to talk about white history. They want to just be in your vibes. And if you have something quality to say, they live on this. The pineal gland awakens on this. The higher conscious comes out on this. Just being in your presence with quality time. Not making do, but wanting the real vibration. That can be extended under times when other forces will have to use guns on them. They will remember that and should serve you, or at least recognize who you are. It does mean one thing: you need to know who you are. In understanding the first part of tonight's lecture, the sons of God's time to awaken, understand the second part of tonight's lecture. The children coming in are the warriors, either mentally, spiritually, or physically. They are the ones that didn't need to incarnate for a very long time. They are the ones that were so strong in their manifestation of good or bad that it took this time for them to come back in. They were not coming here to be protected. They're coming here to learn and have the ability to express through someone that they feel can help them. They also can learn in their sleep. Please keep remembering this. Faster sometimes than they can learn in their awakening state. They also are very psychic. They also know things very much, and again, the state is going to fight you for them. Make no